Would you like to tell it?
You tell.
Okay, I was like, would you like to tell the story? I was like, here's the story.
You guys, we're talking about the hot tops.
You know I love a hot top. Say that.
Welcome to your favorite podcast. It's Full Coverage with your host, Laura Lee and...
Maddie MUA. Hi, you guys.
We're back on the cozy couch today.
I was like, we're back in the studio of the house.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, you guys don't even understand. Like, when we saw the comments coming in, being like, we actually really like the couch vibes, I'm like, listen, couch vibes,
I would love
babe.
to walk downstairs and film a podcast. Like, say less. I'm down.
Dude,
if you are down, I'm down.
I love a little... throw in the studio vibes with guests and here and there, but then like being able to chill here and film, so nice.
It is.
It just feels like, this feels like the most peaceful. I feel the most at peace at home because it's like your home.
It's your second casa.
It's my second home. So it's like, baby, this feels
just
lovely.
Right. It's just right.
And the cats are here.
We're back with a rapid fire. You guys, we're talking about the hot tops.
You know I love a hot top. Let me tell you that.
Oh, I know you do.
Let me tell you. Now let's go back to hot top. I love a hot top.
As many people may think you're a bottom. May think you're a top. He, in fact, is a bottom.
Verse.
Yeah.
I'm like,
listen, he'll dabble, but it's not like a full verse situation. He's a bottom. He's a bottom. He's a bottom. Okay.
That's a clip, I think. I think that's fully a clip.
There you go.
I will dabble though. But see, okay, guys, here's the thing. We have a lot of hot topics to hit. We're going to do a lot of different things here. But of course, we have our peaks and pits first.
What's going on in our world?
Baby, you just got back. Let's clock that tea.
Oh, shit.
No, let's clock the tea, Laura.
Let's clock really what I pulled off.
Let's clock what you freaking did on Monday.
Let me
the
tell
diabolicalness of her.
Everyone that knows me told me that I'm diabolical for this. Jacqueline said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I said, "I need to be tranquil." She did. She was like, "There's something wrong with you." Okay, so this is what I did.
I said Laura's literally God's strongest soldier.
Thank you.
Literally.
I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, you're like.
Don't ever say I'm not a Beyonce fan, first of all.
Tell him.
Okay, listen, this is the tea that happened. So it takes a really long time to get to Italy, in case you guys, from Los Angeles, in case you guys didn't know or thought it didn't. Okay, it did. So to get home, we were in we were in Milan. So we caught a plane ride in Milan, and we got on that plane at 7 a.m. in Milan. We in fact pulled an all-nighter. We decided let's just not go to sleep. Had a panic attack that night. We can get into that later.
That's your pit.
That is my pit, actually. I had a panic attack that night. I don't even have panic attacks. Had one that night. We pulled an all-nighter because we would have had to wake up at 4 a.m. to get on the flight in Milan. So we were like, there's no point in us going to sleep because we can just sleep on the big, long plane. So caught the plane ride to Milan, which then flew us to Rome, which was like a 2-hour, maybe a little less, plane ride. Then the big dog plane is from Rome to Los Angeles, which is like a 12-hour and some change ride. It is a brutal travel day, as you can imagine. I sit in business class, so I'm not even going to sit here and be that bitch. Yeah. Like, I'm going to be so fucking for real.
It's not as brutal as it could
tough.
be.
Listen.
You're traveling anywhere for 12 hours is going to be rougher.
It's not where you want to be. Okay, anyways. So we get on the plane to where we headed, Los Angeles from Rome, 12-hour flight. We land. I haven't been home for 8 days. I unpack my shit. I get ready, and I go straight to see Beyonce, which is across the fucking Los Angeles, by the way.
That's so fine.
People were like, "Are you well?" There's no world you just like traveled back here for 24 hours and just went straight to a Beyonce concert.
You guys, Laura landed. She had, I would say, 3 hours before the concert.
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
I was texting Manny the whole time because I had planned this down to the minute to try to pull it off, because I was like, Manny.
She gave me the whole play-by-play. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. Type A.
I got 2 hours. It was very type A Virgo vibes. It was literally like, I have 2 hours to do this. I have 2 hours for this. And then I have 30 minutes for this. Yes, it was very that.
It was down. So the thing is, if the flight was delayed, like the whole plan gets blown and I wasn't going to be able to go, and I was going to text Sally Hansen, just tell him I was going to pay for my ticket and say sorry. Like I can't make it because the plane's delayed. But I warned Sally Hansen before. I said yes. I'm like, I'm I'm going to go, but like, this is my situation. I'm flying in that day. So I was like, if something happens, I'm not going to make it. And they were like, we would never make you pay for your ticket. This is the thing. A brand did that to a person I know where they weren't able to make the concert. And the brand was like, I want the money for the ticket because you weren't able to come.
I remember this.
You remember that? So that's why I told Sally Hansen, that's where I got that from. I was like, well, if it doesn't work out for me and I'm saying yes to this and like I don't get to make it to the concert, I'll just pay for the ticket. They're like, it's it's $10,000. Like, I can pay.
Just kidding.
I can pay like for a percentage of the ticket.
10%.
I can throw you.
1%.
Yeah, I can throw you like $1,000 or something for it. But no, Sally Hansen was like, honestly, it's diabolical that you're here and we love you for it. So they're like, we don't even care. Do whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. They were really cool about it. But I made it, guys. I made it to the fucking Beyonce Cowboy Carter concert.
Yeah, you guys, the concert was amazing. Like, literally incredible. That literally was like my peak, was like going to the concert.
The budget? I mean, me and Manny have seen a bazillion artists. I mean, y'all see us at concerts every other month.
You know.
The budget for this tour, the limit does not exist. It is
the dancers,
it's a 3-hour show.
The outfits.
It's like a Taylor Swift situation.
Yes. It's so long. It is
so long.
Such an experience. And like, she'll like, I loved it when she went to like her like Renaissance vibes, like when she went back and threw back a little bit to Renaissance. And that was so fun. The whole thing was literally such an amazing production. And I love you, Sally, for bringing us. That was so sweet of you guys. And like, it was unreal.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Unreal. She's such a performer.
She is. It just to see, like, we went to Renaissance on my birthday, by the way. It was so cool. She's a Virgo, so I think most of her talent comes from.
I think so too. You guys are literally the same.
I feel like we're the same in that way. I mean, Zendaya's a Virgo. Dr. Phil is a Virgo.
Just these icons, these legends.
It's the icons and the legends. So it was just an absolutely incredible show. Like, even if you like don't listen to Beyonce music, like seeing her dance, I do, by the way. I have a lot of songs from Cowboy Carter that were fantastic. I love, but even like just seeing Beyonce perform, she is of another. You know, like it's
unmatched. Almost.
It is unmatched. It really
like the
is.
charisma and the draw that she has. Like, you cannot look away from her.
You can't.
You just can't.
The presence.
She has this thing. There's this it factor. There's this presence. There's this like energy. Yeah. And she just has it. And you know, you do, you don't. Like, it's just one of those things, and she freaking does. And it was insane. Just like you were saying, like, if you're not even a huge Beyonce fan, you go to one of her shows, you're going to be a fan.
Jaw's going to be on the floor because it's incredible. You know what's weird for me? More than the show, they filmed a lot of scenes, if you'll call them. They have this huge screen. And they kind of did it for Renaissance too. And it's her acting and like doing roles. Those were so good to me and just like so well done. And like even the outfits in the scenes that they pre-filmed and have playing while she did her outfit changes, those were incredible.
Totally.
Like,
and honestly,
I love those.
Amazing. And like, and the messaging that she had was like
a lot of messaging,
very, very important messaging too that she had that she wanted to share. And I just thought overall it really was such an incredible show, and she ate it up. She truly ate it up. And I loved, you know, my favorite part was when the Vogers came out.
She brings out the Vogers. Oh, she did it for Renaissance, and I was so happy to see she brought them out again and she even shows the history and the Black culture of voguing, like before the Vogers come out. Scene,
everything.
So she gives she gets it. Like, she gives the full experience. And
I love that she really is about showing history.
That's all what I figured. Like,
this, to me, Cowboy Carter is literally an entire show about showing where she came from, where origin stories came from, and about history and why, like, you know, people trying to tell her that she doesn't belong in country because she's Beyonce. And it's like, bitch, I've been country and my history's country. Like, kind of vibes. And it was really cool to see that messaging. And I am glad that the big portion of the show was literally about like, I'm here. Yeah. It's part of my history, and you're not going to erase me or us just because you don't remember it. Yep. And I thought that was really cool.
Really empowering.
Yeah, very, very empowering.
Yeah, it was just like so worth it. So worth what I pulled off to get there. Girl, like, no regrets
the mission
at
to get
all.
There, it was worth it.
It was worth every minute of it. Like, I had the best time. So love that. Italy was amazing. Me and Tyler we started in Lake Como incredible. And then we took a 2.5 train ride to, where did we go? To Venice. I'm like, where the fuck did we?
You're like, it's a blur at that point.
We took a 2.5 train ride to Venice, and then we took another train ride back, and we went to Milan to end the trip. And so here are my takes. Lake Como, incredible. If you ever get to go to Italy.
Stunning.
My favorite places in Italy, since this was my 3rd trip, I guess me and Ty just fucking go there every year. What is wrong with us? We've done 3 trips. Our first trip, we did Positano and Capri. Positano is where I blacked out at that famous beach club. Y'all never forgot that, okay?
With the umbrellas.
With the umbrellas. It's funny. Alex Earl posted herself there, and people were tagging me in her TikTok. And they're like, Laura, is this the one? I was like, this is it. I was like, that's the place.
And she was probably blacked out too.
I know. And then our second trip, we had done London, and then we went over and did Sicily for a week. And then this was our 3rd trip, so we hit the other 3 hot spots. Okay, these are my takes on them. Lake Como, 100%. Get there, go there if you can. Then we went to Venice. Venice is like very cool, but it's like a day trip.
Yeah, like it's
you
not
can
something
do the problem with Venice is like they
is
just
like the boaty place, like it's like water
it's
everywhere.
all they built it on water, so it's very, very cool. A lot of history there, and it's a really cool thing. It's like kind of, to me, it's like a wonder of the world. I always wanted to see it, and it was just as cool as I thought. But in Venice, so they have like a pickpocketer problem.
Oh yeah,
like big time, and it's because these ferries pull up and dump literal thousands and thousands of tourists off in Venice. So the streets are all shoulder to shoulder. It's kind of low-key a nightmare.
Really?
I don't like being in crowds like that, unless I'm like at Coachella and committing. But if I'm on like vacation, I can't actually stand that shit.
No, right.
So, and they're like announcing on the train, they're like, pickpocketers. When we checked in the hotel, she sits us down, she's like, pickpocketers will steal everything out of your pocket. Like, it's crazy there. So the whole time
West
I'm
Hollywood
like,
over there.
I know. He's like, go to the club in West Hollywood. I was like, damn. So that was a bit intense, I will say. But like Venice, it's not huge. So like you could just like bump in for the day. That's what everybody does on the ferries. They bump in for a day and then get out of there.
See it and go.
And then Milan, we went to Milan for the shopping. But hot take, I think the shopping's actually better in Rome than in Milan. I wasn't obsessed with the shopping in Milan, but I loved Milan. Like, I loved going there. It's kind of like their New York, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like the city. They have like everything. It's really cool. Loved going there. And the shopping was okay in Milan. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but I'm not.
Probably hyped it up because
they hyped it up. But I had shopped in Rome on our first trip because I forgot we did Rome too. We did Positano, Capri, and Rome. Rome shopping for some reason was just like the best shopping I've ever done in my life. It was the coolest shopping. Yeah. So it was good. We were in Venice and we went into this little shop and Ty wanted a cannoli. Because, you go to Italy for the cannolis.
Yes.
So I'm like, let's go here and get one.
The little sweet treat?
Yeah, super touristy area. And they had a sign in the stores huge. It was like, beware of pickpocketers. I mean, there are signs and like announcements everywhere. So I'm like, damn, y'all can't get this under control. Like, shit.
I mean, there's literally, I don't even know what they would do.
They said they dress up like tourists and that like they're confused and they'll be robbing you. They're like, it's crazy.
There's a full, like they have a method to the madness.
Here's the real way to not get pickpocket is just not to put anything in your pocket. But it was kind of annoying because I just held everything in my hands the whole time.
Though.
It is. It's annoying.
So freaking annoying.
But anyway, so I had a sign underneath that and it said, seagulls will steal cannoli. And I was literally like, what does this mean?
There's no way.
What do you mean? Like a
bird,
cannoli's
like
build. A cannoli's big.
Why did I think a cannoli was like a little taquito?
No, it's not a taquito. It's like a taquito on steroids. It's a fat daddy.
Got it.
So it's big. And so I read it, but I didn't say anything to Ty. I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Seagull will steal cannoli. We walk out of the cannoli shop.
Seagulls everywhere.
A seagull landed on my head.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
Laura.
And it was more the flapping, slapping. The wings were huge, just on my head.
It was like
to get his cannoli out of his hand. We were 1 foot.
Like it was an aggressive psycho.
Yes, on my head, slapping me. A seagull. I wish we could have got it on camera.
Shocked.
I'm talking about this seagull.
You guys haven't heard this story. I'm in shock right now.
I didn't tell you. I saved it for the pod. Yes. Try to get the whole ass cannoli. Isn't that
I'm surprised
sick?
it just shit all over you too.
I know.
What
I was like,
hell?
Ty, eat the cannoli
quickly.
right now. And yeah, so the sign was just like, it was literal. It was like the seagull was straight up, take it out of your hand and leave. I was like, damn, this shit is crazy. So anyways, we had a great trip. Ty, was there anything else weird that happened on that trip? I feel like that was it. Ty shit himself every day. Ty shit himself? He got food poisoning.
No, you didn't.
In Venice.
Wait, so you actually shit yourself, or you're running to the bathroom constantly? No, he shit himself
2 times actually.
A poopy.
He trusted a fart.
You trusted a fart.
And then, it's like all those funny memes where it's like, why am I packing like 80 pair of underwear? Like I'm going to shit myself every day. He shit all his underwear.
And you threw them all away.
He did. He did have to throw away a bunch of his underwear.
If I shit my pants,
he had to throw them away.
The underwear's going to the trash.
He had to throw them away. I was so sick. Okay, I'm just like from the South, so deep down, like a Chili's dinner.
Yeah.
Is good for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm very laid back.
Girl, I'm like that too.
I am. Well, that's part of the reason why we're friends. Like, if you were like, I need 5-star all the time, we probably wouldn't have kikied as hard. To be so fucking for real. Totally. We're like,
let's get pizza.
Yeah, I'm like, let's fucking get pizza and call it a day. So, like, I'm very laid back. And this is the thing. I enjoy a fine dine dinner every now and again. I love the experience. I think it's fun. I think it's cool to try new things. But my heart of hearts, I'm a laid back girly. Give me a chain. Give me a buttered biscuit. Give me a roll. I'm happy. I'm at my happiest probably. A tender, a pizza. I'm so happy.
I just had Raising Cane's last night.
See, like it doesn't take much to make me happy because where I came from, babes, that's just.
Full Coverage is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You guys chose to play on this podcast today. That is a really smart choice.
Yeah,
Let me tell you that. I think
that was a good
one of the smartest choices they've made all day. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices, and that's why they're offering a really cool tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies.
So you save time and research, and you can enjoy your savings when they choose the best rate for you. I love that because it gets really complicated trying to figure out through all these different
insurance
companies.
In general, honey.
Oh, it's a disaster.
Yep.
So they make it really easy for you with the Auto Quote Explorer tool. You can find rates that will work for you that are within your budget at Progressive. You can give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty's insurance companies and affiliates, not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Thank you so much to Shopify for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage, you guys. If you run a small business, there's nothing small about running a small business. As a business owner, we totally get it. Our business is and always will be consuming. Since we literally started from day one, every day there's a new decision to make, and even the smallest decisions feel absolutely massive. The thing that helped us get started with our businesses, though, is Shopify. The amount of tools that they have are truly incredible.
Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel to Gymshark to brands like ours who are smaller businesses. You can tackle all the important tasks in one place, like inventory, payments, even the analytics and more. Shopify just makes it so easy. They make it easy to grow and run your business. It's a super user-friendly platform that me and Manny have both used for years for both of our businesses, Lunar Beauty and Minimum LA. Get all the big stuff for your small business right with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/full coverage. Go to shopify.com/full coverage, shopify.com/full coverage. It's like the pinnacle of joy. Anyways, in Italy, you're going to be like every fucking restaurant's like 4 or 5 courses, like glassware and napkins and tuxedos. It's like a full experience. So I am so beyond sick of.
We're matching.
Are we?
I just realized.
Oh, they can't see my jeans.
But your sweater color.
We are. For the listeners, we're matching. So we see this KFC. And we're like at the train station. I'm like, Ty, I have to get the KFC for lunch. Like, I can't do another sit down dinner. So we got KFC.
Noodle.
They pissed me off because there's no ice there. What? Why are y'all drinking hot soda?
You guys also, me and Laura have like a thing with ice too, though. I honestly think that it's relatable because I think a lot of people have a thing with ice. Maybe a lot of Americans have a thing.
It's Americans, girl.
A lot of Americans need hella ice with their drinks. And it's something that I absolutely fall into, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
We need that. I need like 3/4 cup ice.
Like there's no fucking world you're going to pour me a soda
With no ice?
That's lukewarm.
Ooh.
With no ice. And that's exactly what they did. So I don't understand it because it's
I
the
don't either.
most
I don't get it.
and I hate to be that American that goes to another country
maybe we're like,
and
I
they
don't
go,
get it.
where
I don't get it.
you know, but the ice, it breaks me. Like
Yes.
it hurts. And then the thing is, so at the nice restaurants, because KFC were like, do you have ice? They were just straight up like, no, we don't do ice. So like, you're not getting ice. So I was like, that's so weird. But anyways, at the nice restaurants,
not?
I'll be like, can I get a cup of ice? And then they will give you 2 cubes. And then when your soda's hot and you pour them on that 2 cubes,
Melted.
they disintegrate in like 5 seconds. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the thing is,
How do you say, I want a cup full of ice? They wouldn't give it to you. They wouldn't give it to you.
I feel like they just wouldn't give it to you.
They're like, oh, that's going to be $5.
Great. At KFC, I said, babe, can you get me some ketchup for my chicken tender? Ty walks up to the counter. He's like, can I get a couple packs of ketchup? He's like, oh, yeah, can I see your receipt? He was like, sure. Shows him the receipt. He was like, you didn't pay for ketchup, so you got to get in line and pay for it. And we were like, really? And the guy was like, yeah, ketchup's not free here. In there, and it was again
something that we're just used to.
Yeah, something we're used to in America. You know, they just throw sauces in your bag. No. And the line was fierce.
Sauces, ice, things that we don't really appreciate.
Dr. Pepper. People always do the thing where they DM me. You can get Dr. Pepper in Milan. Where?
Oh, the light went out.
It's not like at restaurants. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I'm sure if I scoured the entire city and like
you would find it somewhere
deep within Milan in a niche
section.
Exactly. It's that. So I'm like, girl, what I mean is it's not available is what I mean.
Not readily available.
It's not.
That's
different.
Different.
Like I can't get it at a restaurant or a convenience store at a fast food place. There's no Dr. Pepper. That's what I mean by it. But anyways, it was a great trip. I'm just complaining to complain. Like nothing. Totally. There was nothing negative really other than Ty getting food poisoning. I will say that was rough.
Tyler shitting yourself.
You should have seen heard the noises I heard.
Oh, they were diabolical. He
had some bad lasagna.
It was lasagna that did it?
Yeah, he got bad lasagna.
You weren't throwing up, right? Or it was just on the other end?
I was very nauseous.
Oh, God. So you were there.
Mild food poisoning.
Because you were nauseous and shitting yourself.
Days,
so yeah.
Though. It was days. Yeah.
48 hours.
Mm-hmm. He got
That's
it good.
Horrific.
I know.
So when you shit yourself in public, what do you do? Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I was like, did you just run to the bathroom and be like, we have to go wherever we are, we have to leave? You just can't trust a fart.
Yeah, it was like the whole time. He was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. It was bad. So that was bad. I felt bad for him for that. I feel like that always happens to me. So I was like, thank God it's you this time.
You're like, you deserve it, not me this time.
Yeah, give me a break. Someone else get this, not me. I'm sorry. And then the last day, I was so ready to come home. Just because I'd been gone for 8 days.
Yes,
and you guys know my fucking policy. You know my policy. It's 4. I was over my policy by 4 days. And it wasn't like I was just traveling in America where it's like, like my home.
Yes.
I was in another country and like bouncing around everywhere. So
you get to like a little like stir crazy. You're like stir crazy.
I cracked wide open.
Baby.
Yeah.
You were like this.
I did.
On the last night.
It was on the last night
panic
too.
attack
It was
here.
like 2 hours before we had to leave for the airport. I had a full blown panic attack.
Have you ever had one in your whole life?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So you had. So you knew that that's what it was.
I remember. I've definitely had more as a child, but I've had 2 panic attacks. I got in a car wreck and it was just a bad situation. We had first moved out to Los Angeles and it was a bad situation. We had insurance, but I was like, we're going to lose all of our money and have to go back to back to Alabama, panic attack. And then the day we drove to California from Alabama, we got into Riverside and unpacked. Something bad happened, which I don't want to talk about. And I had a really bad panic attack that night.
Ty, look at you, giggling.
And he's laughing because he remembers it. It was just, no, it was him. He went to sleep. Yeah, Tyler did some fucked up shit, and I've been through some things. Okay, so those get me panic attacks.
Yeah. So you knew that it was that.
Yes.
So that's like at least you were able to know. That's
I don't really have panic attacks where it's more like there's a reason, more like I'm not just spiraling to spiral, like something bad happened and it's going to be a really big effect on me. So now I'm having a panic attack. Whereas this one was more like I just got in my head and
kind of a spiral
it was more like a spiral. This one's more of a spiral, but it was good. You know what helped my panic attack? And this is weird. Dramamine.
Really?
I got really nauseous from my panic attack because I was spinning so bad. It killed the nausea and it made me so tired that I was like kind of delusional.
Bitch, it's like your version of taking Ativan.
Yes.
I take Ativan if I'm going into a panic attack, but it makes you delusionally tired. Like it puts you down. It's literally Dramamine. And then Dramamine also cures your nausea. So it was weird. Dramamine like saved me, as it has many times before. But let me just say this. My trip was fantastic. I feel really privileged and I feel really fucking blessed to get to travel and do all the things I do. I come from nothing. I come from very humble beginnings and I haven't even been on a plane till I was 24 years old and now I've gone to over 20 countries. And so me complaining and saying all these things is fun story times, but just I have to say this out loud to make sure you guys understand that I know what a privilege it is to get to do these things and I love them. And all the people of Italy were actually some of that. We go back so much because they're the nicest people that you can meet, like just anywhere you go, they're just the nicest people. And I met subscribers in every single city, even the TSA agent. And for me, that's super fucking surreal to have people. Yes, some were travelers and then some were people who live in Italy. Locals. Who were like, I just want to tell you I love you so much and I love your channel. And I'm like, this is insane. Like I am in a completely different part of the world and like people watch me, you know, it's like really surreal. Worldwide. I'm worldwide, guys. She's Miss Worldwide. But anyways, that's like Miss a surreal, even the TSA girl was like, do you do YouTube? I was like, I do. She was like, I've watched you forever. I was like, yes, bitch. That's so cute. I ain't got nothing on me though. I swear, please let me through.
I'm just a YouTuber, but no, it was so good. Such a good trip. So blessed to get to do it. And I love it. I love it.
That's such a good trip. I love it. It sounded fantastic. I loved watching everything.
You got a pit?
The tree trimmers.
Oh, girl.
Laura. Yep. I've been going through the fucking gigs at my house because I have across from me, my neighbor across from the street from me has been getting his tree. Come over here.
He knows this sound. Watch. For the listeners, my cat is.
The cat is coming up to us. We basically, so there's been tree trimming across the street from me, and it's not just tree trimming, because then there's like, you know, the tree trims, and then it's like the sound's done. It's tree trimming, but then it's like destroying the trees in that machine that like pulverizes it. So for 4 days straight, I've been getting the trees across my street pulverized from sun up to sundown.
That's so bad, Manny. I'm so
and
sorry.
It's made me sick physically because I had a cold and I was like, oh, I have a cold. But then people were literally in my DMs being like, it could also be the tree trimming and like all the pollen in the air making you fucking sick going through your vents. And I'm literally like,
what did you think on, okay, so you're like 3 days in, you're gonna jump like soon. So on day 4, when you heard the chainsaws crank up again.
I can't do this. I'm calling the police.
That was me in Italy.
Yes.
I can't do this anymore.
I'm gonna call the cops soon. Like, what do you literally
needed to have
fucking
your neighbors
do?
Arrested, I think.
But literally, what do you do?
I know.
They're disturbing your peace so fiercely, but I'm like, is it just
you know
one of the things you have to just deal with?
We work from home, so like
that's what it is,
people go to work all day. So chances are most people are probably missing the tree trimmings.
Yes, and it's just me.
It's you because you live in your house and you work at your house, so you're always there. So like you can't get away from it. I can't get away from the sound. You had to live in it. And it's so loud, you guys. And the thing is, like, when you have a grating sound constantly, it's gonna make you go a little crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna be so real. Like a grating sound, like if it happens once, you're like, oh, that's annoying, whatever. But for 4 days straight, you're getting a little stir crazy. So
it's getting me to my feral point.
I had a neighbor. We had the most beautiful trees that must have lined our house for probably 30, 40 years. I mean, they were huge. They were stunning, and they covered our neighbor's house, so you couldn't see the neighbor's house. And one day, I just hear chainsaws nonstop, and I see the most gorgeous, beautiful trees I've ever seen just crashing to the ground. And because my view literally went from stunning, gorgeous, like living in the land to my neighbor's house, they have like an orange house. So like our whole inside of our house glared orange. It was horrific. I literally cried. I was so upset. These motherfuckers decided to cut down the trees. Okay.
Why would you cut down the trees?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
So I then paid thousands and thousands of dollars for landscapers to come out and redo trees in our backyard.
So they couldn't cut it.
Now we can't see the neighbor's house anymore, but it took years. I had to literally replant trees. So let me tell you something. Those chainsaws, I felt for you so bad.
You knew.
I knew exactly that noise and like how horrible it was.
Great. It's like it's a crazy sound.
But what if then you walk outside and it completely ruined the vision of your backyard? Oh, I was like, I couldn't believe it. And it was just like a lesson learned for me. Don't ever buy a property if you're in love with a tree from your neighbor's house. Like if you're in love and you don't own that tree, don't ever fall in love with it, or don't buy the property because the tree will be chopped.
This episode of Full Coverage is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Every time I use Booking.com to find a place to stay in the US, I know they'll have exactly what I'm looking for. They have a huge variety of options from hotels to vacation rentals, and I know I can find exactly what I'm looking for with Booking.com, and it has something for literally everyone.
You know, sometimes on these trips, you need specifics. Like imagine you're taking a friend's trip and you need a pool and an outdoor setup for grilling and entertaining. Booking.com can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Or imagine you're a foodie that loves to cook and you need a big kitchen and a large indoor-outdoor space for entertaining. Or imagine you're heading to a city that you've never been to before. Me and Manny have been there.
We know that well. We know it well.
Know that. So you're looking for a place that's more centrally located or near all the sites that you want to see. Go to Booking.com. They're going to have you covered. No matter what you're looking for, Booking.com helps you find the stay that's ridiculously right for you.
Find exactly what you're looking for on Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
This podcast is sponsored by Marley Spoon. I'm excited about this one because I feel like it's such a pain with meal planning. It's always like the downfall of, you know, the plans to eat healthy and to get it all done. But you can fast track your way to eating healthy without all the stress. And you can use our code FULL and get up to 26 meals for free.
What I love about Marley Spoon is that they really have so many different recipes and meals that you guys can have. And truly, I also love their little 15-minute express recipes that are exactly what feel like, you know, just easy to make in minutes. They're convenient, delicious, and honestly, you'll find it weekly on every single menu. If you got a few extra minutes, they have 20-minute options as well. And I feel like what's cool is that they really can cater to your lifestyle, whether you need like a little amount of time or a lot of time that you have to spare. It just makes it 10 times better.
Yes, you'll definitely spend less time stressing about your meals, and it's just like so many options. They give you over 100 recipes to choose from. This spring, fast track your way to eating well with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/full and use code FULL for up to 26 free meals. That's right, up to 26 free meals with Marley Spoon. One last time, that's marleyspoon.com/offer/full for up to 26 free meals, and make sure you use our promo code FULL so they know we sent you.
Like, who in their sick mind decides to cut down a tree that's been in like a yard for like 20 years?
I'm like
it's diabolical to me.
I'm a huge tree person.
I know.
I'm like
nature.
I'm a really big into it. I'm also from the South. We're like we're like big tree people. Like I'm really into trees. So like I think it's really sick to cut down any type of tree. But then people are like, oh, it's a power line. It could fall. It's a branch.
Then trim the tree.
Well.
Oh, they did trim it.
I was like, were they cutting down or trimming? They're trimming.
See, they're trimming. So the thing is, though, like, but that's the thing. It's annoying, yes, but I'm like, it is what it is. Like, I get that you have to trim the tree. It's just going to be grating on my ears. So be it. But cutting down the tree is crazy. That's the difference. It's like, to me, the cutting down the tree, like, fully is crazy.
It's crazy to me.
I had to trim a branch that was cutting into my, it's my roof.
But it was a branch.
It was a branch. So I was like, it is what it is.
I'm a full believer of save as many trees as you possibly can. Like, don't cut down trees.
Bitch, get this. I had a bee infestation in front of my trees in my front yard. Okay, so it was the whole entire tree on the inside, it was hollowed out essentially. The whole thing was bees. Oh. So then the people, when I was like, hey, can we get like rid of these fucking bees? Like, I don't want them to be all over my yard.
You had to cut your tree down?
They're like, we have to take the whole tree down. And I was like,
why would you have to take a whole tree down for a beehive? No. Oh, did you tell
So
him
no, I was like, no, I'm gonna keep the tree. But they were also saying like, if you want, you can pay several thousands of dollars to plug up every hole in the tree and get it like fumigated or get it like something like that. And I was like, keep the bees.
Yeah, no, we're gonna let the
If you
bees.
think I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars
the
to just
wrong
get rid of
one.
a hive, you got the wrong fucking.
You got the
diva.
wrong one.
Okay, but and I wasn't cutting the tree down either, so I was like, the bees stay.
We actually just paid
Fuck
to
it.
get our trees trimmed. Manny's like looking at me sideways here, and it cost us almost $2,000
yeah.
just to get them trimmed.
Yeah, I think
like,
mine,
cool.
honestly, because of mine, like how, since my house, you guys, I basically live under trees. Like,
You
to
do.
be quite honest, like
He
I
lives
live
in a
under trees. I live in a
forest.
forest. And I have to get my trees trimmed actually quite often because the branches can get so heavy that they will fall on my house and like fuck my shit up. And I'm so scared too of the trees getting so heavy that they can just unearth and fall over and kill me. Literally. So we have to trim the trees every like few years. I'm not even kidding.
That's your fucking neighbor's
It's literally like a
fear, too.
nightmare. I'm so
You and your
scared.
neighbors are both scared.
But I would rather keep the trees and
know.
trim them
Keep the
constantly
trees, keep the
than
trees.
like
Yeah,
get rid of what the trees that I have.
100%.
Because I love them. And I also think that when you have a lot of trees, you guys, in your property, it helps like with the ground movement. Like
Yeah,
it won't
the
be as much because the
roots.
roots are so integrated into the system that
It's
like let's say
also
you have a landslide, it's
shading
better.
for the home.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
Like it ups the value of the home. People want to buy homes with big, old, beautiful trees. So keep your trees if you can keep your trees. Is the moral of our story. Rapid
Keep the tree.
fire.
Rapid fire starting right now.
Where do we?
Rapid.
Where do we begin?
Like this. I'm still in Capricorn.
He's still at Cap. This is what Beyonce effect does to you.
What?
Bang bang.
Yeah. Anyway, so why don't we start with our first Jojo Siwa?
Miss Jojo Siwa.
She finds herself in the media yet again, and that girlie cannot stay out of it. Let me tell you that. She stays in the limelight.
She sure does.
So you guys, Jojo Siwa ended up going on Celebrity Big Brother UK, and it's like a whole house thing. In the beginning of Celebrity Big Brother, you know, that situation with, I forgot that guy's name, the older man, and it was just like a really bad situation. He ended up getting kicked out of the house because of how like awkward it was and how he was basically being like, you're like not a lesbian, like I can make you straight, like really weird with her. I forgot his name, and I honestly don't care to give him press anyway. So that situation happens. People were kind of like feeling bad for JoJo, right? So then this situation that's happening right now is this guy named Chris, who is, you know, also like a reality star. And basically JoJo has a partner. She goes in Big Brother and she's basically like being really flirty with this guy, Chris, right? Being really flirty with him. Feels very like, it's almost like where the cast is being like, are you guys gonna fuck or what? Like kind of vibes where it's
Wow.
like cuddling and like
Kinda
kissing each other's
laying
forehead.
all over him.
Yes, laying
like
everywhere.
like it's an obvious. It's not even like hard to see. It's an obvious like
In
there's
your
an
face,
attraction there. It really is. It's more in your face kind of situation.
Yes.
And the thing is, JoJo has come out to be lesbian, and JoJo has a girlfriend that she's been with for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's just like interesting to see and confusing people. One, aren't you taken? And two, didn't you just like do a huge like coming out
Yes.
as a lesbian?
Yes.
And so it was just like a lot. People were just like
Talking about kind of like what is happening.
What's happening? You
Yes.
know, like what is happening here? Because the point where he kissed her on the forehead, I was kind of like, okay. I feel like they're in cahoots.
Yeah,
I feel
there's
like
a
they're in
canoodle.
cahoots. There's a canoodle.
There's
They're
a
in
canoodle
cahoots.
happening.
So then JoJo's partner, who she'd been with, comes out and does a TikTok and basically says that JoJo has cheated on her emotionally, or like soft cheating with her with this guy on the show of Big Brother.
And broke up with her.
JoJo broke up with her.
They fly to the UK for like something to do with Big Brother, right? They fly over and they make a TikTok, and it's basically being like, so I really didn't expect this to happen. I did not expect this TikTok to be what it is, but like, JoJo just broke up with me. Chris was literally in the next room, and like, I have a lot of processing to do. And now everyone's kind of like super gagged because JoJo on the show, she was kind of like, maybe I'm not a lesbian, maybe I'm queer, and like maybe there's like something more, you know, fluid with my sexuality, and like that. By the way, all that is okay. Obviously, like it's a confusing thing. JoJo's still really, really young. Sexuality is such a spectrum, and you know it's a very confusing thing. But because this is all happening on live TV streaming through Big Brother, you don't get moments alone. It's literally like all there. It looks like cheating.
And it's like okay to
Right?
explore your sexuality,
Totally.
but the thing is, she was committed to a partner at the time,
Exactly.
and that's where it's kind of like you know, who cares who you date? Like, do your
Right,
thing, girl,
yeah.
live your life, but do
When
it
you have a
outside
partner.
of a partnership.
And it was just like a very rough situation for JoJo and her partner. So I don't know. I feel like it's tough because like I was saying, like obviously when it comes to sexuality, you're just trying to figure things out and you're kind of going with the flow. But if you have a partner, you just have to be aware of the partner's feelings and what they're thinking, what they're going through. Cause it's like, damn.
So is JoJo getting a lot of shit right now for this?
Yes, I believe
a little wreckage.
I believe she is. I think there's a little wreckage happening for sure. I think that people are just kind of like, that's really disrespectful.
Is Big Brother
to her
done
partner.
filming?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
so it's
done
all
now.
out, huh?
Yeah, I
It's
think
all
it's
out
done.
there.
I could be wrong though. I'm not sure if it's still going right now. I don't watch Celebrity Big Brother. I don't watch Big Brother anymore in general at all. So I don't know if it's still going. But this has been like obviously like a humongous thing that's been going on and all over. And basically I know like JoJo came out and was like, oh, me and Chris are just like, it's like kind of like soulmate, like platonic soulmates or something. And so it's kind of like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's an exploration.
Yeah, so they're
I think
they're
that
an explorer.
I think people are like, we don't care that we were with Chris. It was more like you cheated on your partner.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's kind of like,
and
and who cares if it's with a man? It's
right,
literally
yeah,
just
like do your thing. Like none of that
at the end of the
matters.
day, it's like not respecting your partner and like your relationship's boundaries.
Right. And so it's just like another little tick for JoJo that's not good. Okay, there's an interesting drama I wanted to talk to you about that I've kind of saw floating on TikTok. It's just like people have hot takes on their opinion of it. No one did anything wrong. Okay, Mikayla, as you know, huge on TikTok. And so like anything she posts kind of does become a bit of a spectacle. So because of that, I can't say if I were her, because like I'm not in her shoes, but it's like I would be like very careful about everything that would come across. This is the thing. A brand sent her a new wedding ring.
Okay, yes. I remember this.
And she did an unboxing of her new wedding ring and engagement ring, the big diamond, on her TikTok with Cody there, her husband.
Yep.
So they're sitting together. She's like, this is my dream ring that this brand created for her. In my opinion, I think the brand was probably like, yeah, we'll do it for you, but you got to do a TikTok. And
For sure.
When
you
you
gotta post it,
say that,
baby.
like there's no
But when you see the ring, you're kind of like,
the ring is massive. It's
You're gonna have to pay for
gorgeous. It's
that.
a beautiful ring.
Yeah.
It is a really, really beautiful ring. So she's like sitting down doing her TikTok, and I guess her idea was like, I'll have Cody in it, and
Yeah.
we'll unbox
We'll
my
talk about
new
it.
dream ring together, and we'll show the brand some love, and then
Yes.
exchange for the ring, right?
Yes.
I love that now it's like diamonds exchange for post.
crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Love that for her though. So that's sickening. Good for you, Mikayla. Get your fucking bag. Get your ring.
Get the diamond, babe.
But watching it, a lot of people's take, it's just like Cody was kind of like sitting there, kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah. He kind of wasn't like that though.
No, right,
it was
right,
more.
right.
He was kind of more like, all right. The thing is, I think she had already came out with a story that like Cody had to like sell his truck to get her dream ring that she wanted when they got married.
Yep.
And like, you know, it was like humble beginnings. Like,
And the only reason she's getting a ring is because now, like, the rings won't fit her. Like, that's the thing. Is like the rings no longer fit her fingers because she's lost some weight. And so she's like, bitch, the rings don't even fit me anymore. So then it's like getting a new ring because the rings don't fit.
right. So she's like, let me unbox my new ring with my husband. And she's all excited about it. And Cody, he is just kind of like there. I think he's a little more
totally.
shy on camera. is
Yeah,
the
but yeah,
thing.
he's probably just feeling like a little like, more demure. He's not.
But people were
he's not
just
Mikayla.
like, girl, this man sold his truck to get you your dream ring.
Right.
And now you're like, oh my God, this brand sent me this new ring. They hated the take on it. The video, I think, has 13 million views. And
so many.
people just, they didn't love it. They didn't love how that came across and how that read to the room. It just felt like this newer, shinier object. And a lot of people were like, well, girl, why don't you just get the rings resized like you can? Maybe she just didn't want to.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, at the end of the day, like.
My thing is, I don't know. I've probably been like, ugh, this is going to be a tough post because.
Yeah, just because of how it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I also think, too, at the end of the day, like, people don't know their marriage.
Yeah.
Like, what if he was like, bitch, you better get that fucking ring?
He probably
like,
was. I'm
That's
gonna
what I'm
say,
saying.
I think Cody was probably like, bitch, get whatever.
Girl, get that
ring.
fucking look at that
the
fucking 3
diamonds.
carat ring.
I'll sit on this fucking
Bitch,
camera with
yes.
you. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Like, that's how I like.
Ty, how would
I don't
you
know.
feel if, like, I didn't lose our.
How would you feel if I didn't lose my wedding ring?
How would you feel? And then this brand was like, we're going to make you the biggest fucking diamond ever, but you just got to do a TikTok, like showing us love and unboxing it or whatever. Oh, yeah. So Ty would be like, okay, let's say I still had the ring though. That
didn't fit anymore.
You paid off payment after payment with your little jobs and worked your ass off for me. And I was like, this brand's getting me a bigger, better ring that's more sickening. Ty says he don't give a fuck.
He goes like this.
Keep the other one in like a fucking memento.
Yeah.
Or even, you know what I thought was like a cute idea too that I had saw? A necklace. Like putting it on a necklace where it's like at the end of the day you can just have it forever. Yeah. It doesn't fit you anymore, so it's like you can put on a little necklace, put on a chain.
If you're sending
free diamonds.
In exchange for post.
Baby. Let me say, if I was Mikayla, I'd be like this.
Yeah.
Like I really just think it depends
I just
on
saw
your partner.
so many videos of people being
No, me
like, the thing is, if you're from the outside in, you are looking at the situation. I get where the videos are coming from because they're like, this guy sold his truck.
Right,
and you're like, fuck
right.
that ring.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of like jarring, but
Yes.
like from my, I don't know. And then I think about her and my situation. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll take the ring. And the thing is, Cody probably doesn't give a fuck.
No, that's, that's what I'm saying. I also feel like the people that say and they shit on her and they're like, I can't believe she would do that to Cody. I can't believe she would like do that to him. So you're telling me you're turning down a 3-carat ring that was probably worth beyond 100, like crazy money, and you have the other one still. It's not like you sold the other one to get this one. And
It
it's
wasn't
like,
an
fuck that
exchange.
ring. I hate this ring. It's
She
not an
still
exchange.
has the other
She still
one.
has the ring. So what about it is a problem? She has the ring still. She's just not wearing the ring. She's wearing the other ring. I genuinely don't understand. And I'm not even trying to be like the biggest like Mikayla defender. I'm not even doing that. I'm literally just kind of like, let's like think of it in a logical way. Would people actually turn down that kind of ring?
No.
Would they turn it down when you can, and you can just keep the other one?
I just don't. I think people are like,
I just don't know.
Poor
I just don't
Cody.
think so.
I think people are like, poor Cody. And the thing is, my take is that I don't think Cody gives a fuck.
I don't think Cody cares.
I could be wrong. Cody's
we
like,
could
oh,
be.
crying.
We could be wrong. Who knows? We don't fucking know.
But like,
I don't think he cares.
I take it from my perspective. My husband, Ty, would be like, bitch, get the biggest fucking ring.
Do you know what I think? I'm gonna be so fucking for real. I think that Cody wants Mikayla to be so happy.
Yeah.
I think that Cody, you know, has gone through the gigs. Mikayla's gone through the gigs when it comes to like their situation, and he thinks, I want my wife to be the happiest, most amazing wife ever, and I want to provide for her, and I want her to be as happy as she can be.
She was also probably like, let me unbox this with my husband because it'll be like a wholesome moment, and we can turn into this like ring exchange for post into like a little wholesome moment on my TikTok. People will love it, and it was just like, ugh.
Yeah, and it fell on deaf ears with a lot of people. But I just think that no one knows their relationship.
So true.
That's it. Point blank. You don't know the inner workings of their relationship.
Well, I would assume he probably doesn't give a fuck, and he's just like,
if
great,
he's there
get
sitting
your
making
bag,
the video
babe.
with her,
Get your bag. Get
I don't
your
think
ring.
he gives a fuck.
Get your bag. I'll be in the video, and we'll do what we need to do.
And the ring is still kept, babe.
Yeah, and she still has
the ring.
Okay, let's talk about Miss Janelle Ronner. Is that her name? Janelle Ronner.
I think that's how it's. Bitch, this situation is
now
gagged
this,
to me.
now
this one I'm not on the creator side.
We cannot be on the creator side
I'm
of
not.
this one.
Like, I'm not. This is crazy.
She needs to get her ass something.
I mean, she got chewed out for it.
But this is like
Crazy.
It's
Crazy.
up.
You guys, okay,
this
this is the story. Would you like to tell it?
You tell.
Okay, I was like, would you like to tell the story?
There you go.
I'm like, here's the story.
So this is the story. Would you
like to tell it? And I like this.
Whatever.
No, you. Okay, guys, so this is the thing. So Janelle Ronner, she is a creator that actually became like really viral and popular from the trend of like getting a bell pepper, putting like cream cheese in it with like everything bagel seasoning, really crunchy, like ways to like eat healthier but make it fun and enticing and lose weight.
She did like quirky ways to eat healthier, and it was like the way she would like just crunch into this huge bell pepper, like
I lived for it too.
Like, yeah,
I saw those videos.
I did too. Like they went super viral, and so she got a huge following. So then she built off of that. She was like, okay,
so like, great, y'all love this, great. So I'm gonna come up with more recipes. I'm gonna come out with a plan how to like count your macros. I'm gonna show you guys how to count your macros to lose weight, and she basically sold monetarily a program.
Yeah.
Sold a program to be like, this is how you guys can lose weight by my recipes that I'm coming out with, just like I did it with just eating these things and counting your macros and micros, whatever.
And it kind of turned into like a big program. It kind of felt like one of those things you saw back in the day with like Weight Watchers. Like she developed her own program, which then blew up as well because she was a person who lost weight off of her own programs, and she was like,
physically see her losing weight.
Yes, you could see her losing weight, and she was like, I can teach you how to do it too, but you have to pay for this program, and I will teach you how to do it, and you can lose the weight through your diet. And she's like, basically, and macros. She was like, I have mastered it. So now she's the fucking guru of eating of how to eat healthy. Okay, so this started in 2020. Now we're up to 2024. 4 years go by. She's like developed these huge programs. Everybody's on it. Everybody's like believing in her.
Yep.
Now in 2024, she's lost a massive amount of weight. And people are like, hold on now. Hold on. Hell? Like it was like a normal amount of weight loss through dieting because you know that's going to be slower. It's just going to be slower. It's going to be like a slower ticker down on weight. And that's what it always was for her. And that's what people saw. But then in 2024, it was like, boom, weight gone.
Yep.
So then people are like, no shit. She's on GLP-1. She's on Ozempic, the equivalent of GLP-1. So people were already clocking her because that is kind of when Ozempic like blew up mainstream to everyone. It was just like a coincidence.
Accessible.
Now she's like skinny mini.
She's like, huh.
So it's just like, hold on now. People aren't dumb.
No.
That's the thing. People aren't stupid. They know. They know when they see it. And so go ahead until she takes it to YouTube. So then
someone comments on her thing being like, this is crazy. Like, are you on Ozempic? Are you on a GLP-1? And she goes, she makes a video. She responds to that comment, makes a video and was like, go watch my YouTube video. I explain everything, which is like, girl, don't even get me started with that.
There's a lot of
so
me and Manny
corny.
being influencers for an eternity. There's a lot of diabolicalness to her specifically being like, go to my YouTube channel when she's a TikToker.
Baby, your biggest platform is on fucking TikTok. Why aren't you utilizing your platform to tell your audience about something? You're like, the truth. So you're like, go to my other platform. So you just don't want the truth on TikTok. That's why you're saying that. That's basically what you're saying is like, go to it and just promoting your other platform to tell the truth. So corny to me. The video is 5 minutes long. As if you can't make a 5 minute TikTok, girl.
On YouTube. She was like, it was too long.
It was too long for a TikTok. It's 5 minutes.
Baby, that's a TikTok. I know. Yep. She pissed us off. She pissed us off with the YouTube thing. I
was like, oh, she's really like trying to do the way of like, I'm so good. Like, I just can't. Like, I hate the corny. I hate the fake. Like, that's so fake and corny to me. So basically, she makes a video. And she's like, I am on GLP-1s. I will give her a little bit of props for finally admitting that she's on a GLP-1 and not just going with the lie this entire time. Because she could have been like, no, of course I'm not on one. She could have just lied and lied and lied. But she didn't. She actually fucking told the truth, which I was kind of like low-key surprised by. But it has fallen baby like crazy, because the thing is, when you're selling a lifestyle that you're going to lose weight from,
literally
selling it monetarily, and you've been taking a GLP-1 to lose weight, that is crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is the most misleading, lying ass thing. Like, I'm sorry. Can you imagine the people that paid for her program? Can you imagine all the people that actually paid for it?
I would be devastated. I would be pissed. No, I would be pissed.
I feel like Janelle is like part of the reason you cannot trust anymore just because Ozempic and GLP-1 is so accessible. And it's a great thing. Good.
Totally, yes.
I'm never saying it's a bad thing. I'm never trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is the people that run the weight loss programs and do have the weight loss programs on their TikTok and lie to their audience with the GLP-1s, that is the problem. And that is, Janelle is like one of the main reasons you just can't trust.
It gets too fierce over there. And honestly, it's like the workout guys on steroids being like, buy this program as it, baby, you're on roids. Like, you're roided out.
It's the same thing.
You're on fucking testosterone. Of course you're going to look like that. You're never going to be able to, like, from the program that they sell, you're not going to look like that because they're getting help from an outside source, but they're not telling you. So you just have to be like extra cautious with that stuff, because
I just wouldn't believe any of it.
I don't either. But now it's because we're also like skeptical as content creators.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people are not
I've
as
seen
skeptical.
What I've needed to
exactly. See. We've both seen so much, and it's like a lot of people are more susceptible to that because they haven't seen a lot of those things where it's like they're gonna believe someone because they're seeing it from right before their eyes, are losing weight and doing all these things.
And too, like living in LA, which the thing is, I say like everyone is on Ozempic, okay? Like everyone out here, when I tell you everyone is on Ozempic or a formula of GLP-1, okay? Even
I'm
people,
not yet, but I could.
Manny is not, and I am not, I can confirm, but seriously, everyone is on it. So for me, knowing that, I mean, even everyone in Alabama I know is on it. Like I say so I'm like, good, great for you guys. That's amazing. And I'm glad it's so accessible and it's changing people's lives for the better. So that's fucking on it. But when it comes to weight loss and any type of promotion of that, I'm like, I don't believe any drop of any of it. And you know what? It must be a really unfortunate time to be in that industry. And it must be an unfortunate time if you did lose the weight in a true way, because no one's going to buy it. I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either.
I don't care what anyone tells me. I've just seen so much. I have seen the thinnest
Suddenly
girls.
Now you lose weight?
Yeah, no.
I don't believe it.
No, I don't believe it. And I hate that it's that way, but it is that way. I've even seen like people who are really thin and they're like, I'm on Ozempic. And I'm like, I'm
shocked.
I'm shocked. So this is why I can't even believe any of it.
Well, it's so accessible now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's so easy to get.
And it's like, that's an amazing thing that it's accessible, but you know, like everything, it's going to be taken to the max. But too, it's just like with the weight loss people, it's just an unfortunate time to be in that industry if you are not on a GLP-1, because I ain't buying it.
Same.
I don't believe
honestly,
it.
I don't either.
Believe any
and the
of
thing
it.
is, but it's people like this that really fuck shit over for so many people that are in the industry that are being honest about things. And like at the end of the day, honestly, some people she could have easily been like, yo, I'm on a GLP-1, but I'm doing this plan and it's helping.
Well, the thing is, with being on GLP-1, you couldn't do that. You can't say that. Like,
No,
that
I know.
doesn't work.
But
The
I'm
two,
saying
like,
at the end of the
contradict
day, it's
each
like,
other.
if you would at least told the truth about it
from like day
from
one,
day one, or
she would have
talking
then
about
had
it,
to say, I'm scrapping the plan because I'm going to do a GLP-1.
100%.
So I'm not going to be eating.
Because the thing is, but she's still promoting healthy lifestyle eating. So at the end of the day, you can be promoting healthy lifestyle eating and be on a GLP-1. Like, you can do both. But the thing is, you can't be like, it's just the eating.
And then go back and be
Babe,
like, I'm on GLP-1.
Girl, that doesn't work. Like, that's crazy. At the end of the day, you have to say, like, what's happening.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that whole situation is fucked.
It's just fucked. It's completely fucked. I feel bad for all the people that have been following her and that got betrayed by that.
They got,
it's just
honestly,
like ruins it for other people too. Shopping can be so hard because I feel like there's just like way too many options out there now. And like styling yourself, it all just gets very complicated in today's day and age. But with Stitch Fix, you get a stylist who understands your style, your size, and your budget. And they do all the shopping for you.
All you have to do is give your stylist your size, style, budget preferences, and then you order the boxes the way you want them. No subscription required. And they just send you the stuff, the pieces, outfits, how it would make it work, the styling tips. And honestly, you get to keep what works and you get to send back what you don't, right? And it's literally that easy. You just get these personalized pieces. And honestly, I think it's absolutely amazing because the style is always really, really good because it's personalized to you and catered to you.
You can make style easy and get started today at stitchfix.com/full coverage. That's stitchfix.com/full coverage.
Thank you so much to Koala for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage, you guys. There is a lot of awesome things that have come out of Australia, like baby the Hemsworth brothers, Uggs, so many different things. But the best thing that has come out of Australia, I swear, is our new favorite Aussie export that's finally available in the US. It is the Koala Sofa Bed.
They have so many different color options available. Also, they're super comfortable. They have no metal frames like traditional sofa beds, and they make the most comfortable mattresses and sofa beds. They actually use their mattress technology inside. Their sofa beds are actually perfect for small spaces. They come in 3 different sizes and they're eco-friendly and ethical.
Honestly, you guys, they're so easy to assemble too. No Allen wrenches, no stress, no tears. Everything comes in the box and easily slides, clicks, or screws together. It's really easy to assemble. So upgrade your space with the most stylish, customizable, and elevated sofa bed available. To get $100 off your new sofa plus fast shipping, go to us.koala.com/full coverage. That's us.koala.com/full coverage to get $100 off your new sofa. Koala, comfy, easy, sustainable.
Our next hot topic is Katy Perry's tour is going wrong after her 11 minutes in outer space.
I do think that the tour would have gone this vitriol without the space.
No.
Me neither.
I think the space got her.
I think so too.
I think her and the Daisy in outer
The
space.
11 minutes
The
in
11
space
minutes has
got
wrecked
them.
the tour.
By the way, I just realized too when they were talking about the exploration, you know that they don't pass like a certain threshold, that they didn't.
In outer space?
Yes. They didn't go to outer space. They're like basically below. Yeah, they're at the edge of the atmosphere. They're not even in space.
They went to play with zero gravity.
Yes.
They went to literally go play with zero gravity, and then that was it for 11
They're on the
minutes.
edge of glory, really.
Taking
but
up
nothing
space.
happened.
Me and Manny said that was us at the Charlie XCX
That was
concert.
us. That
Trying
was
to get
us.
Let's
Like-
take up space.
Yeah. That was us.
We were like, been there.
Dude, like, obviously, like, the whole situation with the flight, not the flight, but, like, the space situation, it's cringe. The whole thing was cringy as hell. Like, them trying to make it what it was, it's like, it actually wasn't some, like, movement for humanity. It wasn't anything like that. It literally was just, like, a trip for 11 minutes to the edge.
Gail said it was just funny. Like, listen, I understand. Like, Jeff Bezos is seriously trying to work with space to help our climate change.
Yes.
Like, that is something that's happening.
Yes.
Like, they're getting red to filth. And Gail goes, we are doing things. We're trying to figure out how to launch trash into space. And it was just like, oh, girl.
I don't think
girl.
that's not the right move, man. Like, it's one of those things where, like, again, super fell on deaf ears because it's kind of like, this is crazy. Like, you're not actually bettering mankind in any way by doing this little trip. You know what I mean? Like, you're going
Well,
out
they
for 11
wanted it
minutes
to be
and not.
such a huge publicity stunt.
Yes. And like the whole all
Like,
women,
if they just
like,
went
empowerment,
and
which I
didn't
totally
do the
get.
publicity stunt on it, it definitely wouldn't have landed like
No,
this. It's
no.
like the thing they try to make out of it.
Bitch, I also didn't realize, and this is something I just learned, and I was literally like,
I might be learning this too.
when they landed from like the 11 minutes, Katy gets on the ground, she kisses the ground like, oh my God, we made it back safely.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Didn't know she kissed the ground.
yeah.
I just didn't know that part.
Gail
I didn't see the
did
photo.
too.
I didn't see the photo of
You
them.
saw
actually-
Gail do it too.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So when I realized, like, you
Girl,
guys,
it was 11 minutes. I've taken crazier flights to fucking
I've taken shits
Las
longer than 11
Vegas.
minutes.
Okay, wait.
Like, I did not, when I saw the photo, she's like, "Mwah," and I was like this.
Did you see that, like, Jeff Bezos was supposed to be the hero that, like, runs up and he opens the door? Because it's his shit. He's
Right.
paying for this
Yes,
shit,
yes,
okay?
yes.
So he's like, I'm going to open the door and, like, let the women out. Like, that was the thing. But the women accidentally opened the door when the yeah, that's what they did. They peeked it and then they were like, no, because the cameras were live. So they caught all of it. So they closed the door back and then he, like, pretends to open it with, like, the tool that opens it when they easily, like, pulled the door open. It was so funny. I was like, oh my God, this is a disaster. It's a disaster.
The whole thing's a mess. So you
I
guys,
know good and damn well if they asked you, you would have went though.
But the thing is, like, I think it's one of those things where it's like, I think that if anyone was like asked, like, do you want to go to like the edge of what outer, like the ozone layer, you're kind of being like, yeah, that sounds cool, or like, it's
That's
kind of like an
definitely what Katy
experience.
Perry said.
So that's probably, she was kind of like, yeah, okay. But the thing is, because they made it, because the thing is, so many people have done this. That's the thing. Let's be so fucking for real. Tons of explorations have gone to that spot just to see it, but they haven't made a spectacle of it. And I think
That's
once
the
it became a
thing.
spectacle,
That's the thing.
It was kind of like, oh, you got shredded
It's
for
giving
it.
the Titanic billionaire a little pop in
Yep.
the bottom of the
On the
ocean.
yeah, exactly.
What, I forget what the machine was called
Yes.
that popped. Like
The Atlantic.
the Atlantic.
thingy.
Yeah,
Yes, the submersible. Yes.
the little submarine that like
Uh-huh.
exploded with the billionaires.
People have done it.
It's
but it became
giving
a
that.
spectacle.
It's giving that.
Yes,
it's
it's
giving.
just- it
Unfortunately,
seemed-
that was actually
Well, of
so
course, that was
fucking
horrible.
sad and
Yeah, that was
horrible
horrible.
what happened. That was so horrible.
That was,
what
I mean,
happened.
that was devastating.
Those people never knew that happened to them
No.
too.
God, no. It's
And do you remember that they were like, okay, well, they have like 3 more hours before the auction would run
Yep.
out. So if we didn't find it, they wouldn't make it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently they heard it, so they already knew. They
maybe
just
it
didn't want
happened when
to
they're
come out
going down. They didn't even like it. Literally happened so quickly.
So you're telling me they didn't even see the Titanic?
I don't think no.
Ty, do you think they saw the Titanic?
I don't know how long they were down there before it happened.
It happened.
my
It happened like fast.
God.
It wasn't like a slow thing. Yeah, it happened quickly. Like
So
people,
sad.
it ended up being longer. Like the search was longer, but like it had happened pretty quickly in the beginning. Yep. Totally. But because it became a spectacle, obviously it became a whole, it's a huge thing now. And
It's kind of wrecking her tour.
it's wrecking the tour because now people are clowning her for her tour unless she's fighting worms on stage. And it's kind of like this whole thing. Okay, the clips, you've seen the clips, right?
I've
You've seen the
seen the
clips of
clips.
Katy's like concert and like her tour. So here's the thing. It looks like they spent a lot of money, but it also looks like cheap a little.
This is the thing. The tour doesn't look great based off the clips they're showing. Obviously, they're going to show her in a bad light right now.
Yes,
like,
they
they're
want
gonna,
it to.
they're
They want
gonna-
to shred her.
Yeah, they're going to make
the views.
sure that that it looks real shitty what they're showing. So it's like until you're there, because the thing is, we went to a Katy Perry show.
Incredible.
And it was incredible, like all the props and stuff. It was like really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Like they did the most. Like I'm talking about.
It's a show. It's so camp. Like
It
her
was
shows are
so crazy.
so insane.
It was really insane. So I can't speak for this tour, unfortunately. But
or fortunately.
it doesn't look great, guys.
Because it does look, but it's crazy though, because how can it look like it's a lot of money spent on it, like really, really intense, and like looks like there's budget down, but then they can also look kind of like corny in
It's
a way. But it's
corny.
also like, is it filmed to look that way? Is it
That's why I'm
meant to
saying,
be
because she
looking
went
like
to
that? Like, are they
space.
trying to shred them?
Yeah, because she went to space, man. She's into the shredding and then went straight on tour. She's probably, this will be great promo for the tour.
It wasn't.
It
Because she
wasn't.
did. She used the space thing to show her set list for the tour.
Oh,
She showed the set list on the back of like a little butterfly thing, and it was like the songs from the tour.
God damn
and
it,
it's like,
Katy. I know all of them wishing they didn't get on that damn thing.
oh,
I
now looking at it, I know they're like,
hell
damn it.
no, we shouldn't have went.
You know, all the girls that were on it that weren't Gail and Katy that were getting like the main publicity. They're like
oh yeah, definitely.
getting all this like press for the thing. They're kind of like, I just want to go on this fucking little
11 minutes
this a little
joyride.
fucking joyride.
Apparently, they put more emissions in the
Oh,
atmosphere than a
yeah.
person does in their lifetime. So we also took a 27-minute flight to Coachella, so I'm not going to talk much about that.
There's not much to say really about it. Bless you.
The cat.
There's not. Oh my god, yo, she's like,
Yeah. Like,
there's not much to really say about it, baby. Like it
No.
is what it is at that point, but it's crazy seeing all the hate that she's getting from the tour. And it's like, yeah, it might like look a little like weird, but it doesn't mean that the show's probably not great.
yeah.
Because it's Katy Perry. She's gonna put on a show regardless.
Yeah. So
I'd see that clip you were telling me about the poopy
there's
clip.
apparently a big turd that comes out of the toilet during her tour, and she like fights the turd. Yeah.
It was
That's
literally
a hot
Tyler's
take.
turd.
It was.
It was his rogue
she's
shit,
fighting
bro.
Ty's turd.
Like this. Like they're fighting demons.
Manny, no, Manny, no.
Talking about liquids.
She's fighting liquid.
I want to find it.
That is sick.
Manny, say what Kanye West said
Give me
about his
this.
cousin. Say what Kanye
You
West
guys-
said.
I'm gonna read it because
Read it.
honestly, it's so damn fierce that it actually must be read
It
at this
must.
point.
I'm looking at the
so
fighting turd.
Kanye has found himself in,
Where
it's
is
Kanye's
he
West, for
going to
goodness-
get all this
for
stuff
goodness sake.
filmed? Like, where is he
I
going?
don't know. So
Okay.
Kanye basically posted something and was it's really just quite wild. So let me just read off what he says, okay? This is verbatim, Kanye West. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life. I see the turd that he's fighting.
There's a big dookie.
There is an actual
this is
shit.
a toilet. There's a big dookie.
Laura,
at the
I'm
Katy-
actually shocked there was an actual toilet and a dookie that she's battling.
What the F am I looking at? I want to read. She has a dookie. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Katie's fighting the Duke.
There's a duke.
Okay, so this song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. That's the first paragraph. This is Kanye. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had a Playboy magazine, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14.
And he posted that
He
himself?
posted it. He posted it.
Kanye.
I know people were gagged at this. I know all the comments were like,
But can he gag us anymore?
He did. That got me. I'm gonna be so real. I didn't think Kanye could get me any more than he already has. Him saying I stopped sucking my cousin's dick till I was like after 14, I was literally like, you got me, gal.
Can you read the list of requirements to be a part of his new group? He's
another
creating.
thing. Here we have another thing.
Yep, we have another thing.
Okay, so this is just Kanye. This is the overarching topic of Kanye. Okay, there's several situations. So basically, there's like been outed that there's like something in like East Hollywood. There's like this big like warehouse.
Not studio,
of
yeah,
just
it's like a warehouse.
And people are like making these grunting noises. Like there's like men grunting there,
A
and it's like this
lot
weird
of loud music and loud noises coming out of the warehouse, and like people on the street or that live close to it have kind of reported that it's Kanye's, and that, you know, a lot of noises, and so now they're reporting that they're hearing men grunting, a lot of weird humanly noises coming out of it.
Okay, so this is from Kanye as well, right? It goes, the hooligans in caps. So maybe that's what the group is called, the hooligans. Open casting call for volunteers. Ye is putting together a hooligan choir to give the sound of the Vultures' #1 song Carnival.
Don't know what that means.
All males, no fat people.
All in caps.
All in caps, no fat people.
people.
The skin complexion of Sean Combs and darker, with shaved heads, or must be willing to shave head if approved, must be comfortable wearing swastikas.
We are accepting members from all over the globe. He put out that casting call. Y'all, it's a wrap.
It's a fucking
wrap.
Like, it's so crazy. Honestly, like, I have never felt more bad for Kim Kardashian in my entire life than
I saw the video where there's like recording him talking, and he's just like rambling. You can tell that like he's not in his right mind. Like you can tell in his rambles, like this isn't, you know. And he's rambling and he's talking about how Kim was actually Paris's assistant. So he made a mistake and he should have made Paris the mother of his children, which is like, bitch, Paris wouldn't touch you with a 50-foot pole, but you tried it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it's like it's crazy because he's saying bullshit to say it, but it's like interesting for him to say, like, I should have picked Paris. Like Paris was on the table for you. Like Paris was waiting at the edge of her seat. But he's like, I should have made Paris the mother of my children, not Kim, because Kim was the assistant. You know, I should have went for Paris. And it's like sad to see this. All the comments were like, no one can make me feel bad for Kim except for Kanye West.
Literally.
And it's like, the thing is, this goes like beyond like all his bullshit and him like, you know, doing this shit. And I understand he has a lot of mental health problems. And I think everyone is aware, like,
yes, like
this
he's
is
not well,
someone,
clearly.
yes, that he is not
he's not in his
well.
right mind.
Exactly. Saying this. But he has children, and these children are going to grow up and they're going to see this, and these children are growing up because North is already getting grown and they do see this, and I can't even imagine what they deal with behind closed doors.
I can't either.
And it just really fucking sucks, you know, that he put 4 children in the world and then left this disaster for them, you know, like that is so terrible.
Luckily they're like, you know, gonna be just fine, and you know, they have a lot of, I'm hoping too.
That has to be hard though, because you have to think like that's their dad.
I know.
You know, that's their dad, and like that is who everyone talks about, and like this is what he spews out there, like swastika stuff. It's just like beyond.
It's crazy. It's literally fucking crazy.
It's beyond.
Like that's why I'm like, is he like rage baiting? Is he just doing it for attention? Like it's just also fucking crazy.
I think there has to be a deep level of hatred, because I would say that if we had mentioned the swastika thing like one time and it just like he said something, he has gone.
I thought that was a ring that fell off of you. Oh, and I realized it's that.
Screw.
Yep.
But he's gone on and on and on and done this over again. So I think there's some hatred down in there
definitely.
for sure.
I think there's definitely some hatred in there. I think that he's truly hates people.
Yeah.
Like I really, really do. I think that he just like, it's just like, I don't know, like the way he like makes Bianca, like the what Bianca's wearing on the carpet, like naked and like all these things. I'm like, this is like, he's just like a sicko. Like I just don't want to see, like everything I see now about Kanye is against my will. I'm gonna be so real.
Exactly.
Everything I see about Kanye West right now in the media is against my will. I literally don't want to see anything about Kanye. Literally, I wish I could avoid Kanye headlines at all costs.
Totally.
Like 100%. I don't want to see what he's talking about. I don't want to see like hate that he sends these people. I don't want to see anything he does.
Yeah.
Like I want him to just like completely be like vanished from my sight.
I know.
Like,
And
I can't.
It's like I just wish he would go in his craziness and leave the rest of the world alone.
Yes.
It's crazy. The Range Rover dealership told us the craziest story, which I won't repeat on here just because you know the salesperson.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the absolute craziest story of what he's put them through and done to them. And that just leads me on to be like, I can't even imagine like what's really happening if these are the little pieces that we're seeing. And, you know, people are hearing from this warehouse. But it's like at this point, like with a warehouse thing, I feel like people's safety and like stuff like that needs to start getting looked into a little bit. You know,
like,
that way
we
can't just be like, oh, this person's just on a good one right now.
No,
you
he still
guys
has power
know
and money.
Kanye. Yeah, that's my point.
Like, yeah, he might be unwell, but he still has power and money.
That's my exact point. So I'm like, I think we have to, like, on a legal standpoint, some of this should be looked into for other human safety.
100%.
Yeah. And that's our last topic.
That's it, y'all. That is it for today's episode of our Rapid Fire. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying the, like, couch vibes. Because we're enjoying it.
Baby, I'm going to fall asleep on this
Shit, me too. I can literally take a nap right here, right now,
We say this is the danger couch because...
It is. It's deadly.
You will fall asleep on it.
It's deadly. I'm literally like this.
It's a very dangerous couch. Look at the cat. We call this the coma corner. Because this is
100%.
the corner we're sitting on. This couch is the most comfortable corner of the couch.
God, it really
and
is.
it will knock you out. It's the coma corner.
This is where I want to sit every time I watch Drag Race.
I know. I can't watch Drag Race. I'll fall asleep over here. I have to go sit up.
Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in next week's episode with a special guest.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Pluto TV has all the shows and movies you love streaming for free. That means laughter is free with gut-busting comedies like The Neighborhood, Boomerang, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Bueller.
Mystery is free with countless cases to crack from Criminal Minds, Tracker, and Matlock.
I'm a lawyer, like the old TV show.
And thrills are free with heart-pumping hits like The Walking Dead and Pulp Fiction.
Correct the mundo.
Feel the free Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.